Facebook today revealed details of its upcoming own cryptocurrency called Libra. The social media giant released a white paper explaining the move and says it'll be made available for use on all of their properties, such as WhatsApp and Messenger, and of course on Facebook itself. They say they're working out the kinks for now and plan for a launch in 2020. So joining us to break it all down, investigative journalist Ben Swann. So Ben, this is way in your wheelhouse. First, tell us a little bit about what Libra actually is.
Yeah, it's been much anticipated. Facebook's been kind of teasing this for quite some time now, but the bottom line is Facebook has now officially announced its new cryptocurrency, which is Libra. It will essentially be, first of all, let me start here. It's not a cryptocurrency in that it's not private and it's not anonymous in any way, which essentially is what makes crypto. Right. What it does, though, is it centralizes a digital currency that will be a global currency. Now, Facebook says that Libra is separate from Facebook, and it's being run by the Libra Association, which they say makes it decentralized because they have about 10 and they're hoping for about 100 companies that will essentially oversee this project, and those companies together will make this decentralized. But I'm here to tell you that is not decentralization. Decentralization is the concept of individual holders being the ones who control the fate of a coin, not Fortune 500 companies.
I knew you were going to say this is not crypto, first and foremost. I think there are fundamental reasons that it's not. But then furthermore, Ben, Facebook says they're also concurrently launching this subsidiary company called Calibra that'll handle all things that they say crypto, citing it'll protect user privacy and never commingle your Libra payments with the social media data stuff that Facebook usually sells to its advertisers. So do you buy that?
No, I don't buy it, and I don't think that Facebook has much of a leg to stand on, because Facebook has said lots of times that it's not misusing user and data from their users, and then they do. They said they're not selling it to third parties, but then they do. Facebook has a terrible track record, and so what they've done here, because they are facing right now so many inquiries from the SEC and being looked at so heavily for antitrust, that they're saying, well, we're creating this separate company, as you said, Calibra, which will essentially hold all the information. And that way, when you use your Libra cryptocurrency, or we should be calling it digital currency, when you use your Libra digital currency, then Facebook won't necessarily know what you're spending it on, therefore won't be serving you ads. That is what they're saying. And that may be true to an extent, because if they're playing a longer term game, they would look at it and say, we don't need to make money off the marketing side. We're already doing that. Yeah. There's other ways to make money by becoming a new, essentially, global Western Union is what they're really doing.
Now speaking of that, the developers of Libra want to make this, as they say, the new PayPal, right? Maybe in the sense of its ubiquity, but you and I both know PayPal is not crypto. So do you see any dangers in that the makers of Libra are trying to compare it to PayPal?
Well, I think what's interesting about it is they say they want to make it the new PayPal. PayPal is one of the companies that's part of the Libra Association. They're one of the companies that has paid $10 million in order to be on this board and to help design and control the future of this currency. And so it's interesting that they're comparing themselves to companies that actually already exist and are now part of their association that they're going to essentially replace. Right. So it's kind of a weird suggestion there.
Yeah, well, it sounds to me like a little bit of a conflict of interest, but and now you brought up you brought up the Libra Association Council. It was a $10 million pay to play for the seat on the board. They include Visa and Uber and other big names. Is there a potential conflict of interest there, Ben?
So you know what the Justice League is, right? And the opposite of the Justice League, I understand from my kids, is something called like the Doom Squad or something to that effect, right? When Lex Luthor pulls together all of his bad guys. That is what the association, the Libra Association, looks like. If you look at a chart of the companies involved in this, Uber and Lyft and PayPal and Visa and MasterCard, you go down the list of who is involved in this. It's essentially Fortune 500 companies that have had to pay, as you said, pay to play $10 million, and essentially are being kind of going through a test to decide whether you are worthy of being a part of this association. Again, I cannot stress this enough. The concept of decentralization, the power of cryptocurrency, is to break the current financial systems that are in effect and to give the people power once again. Libra does not do that. It has no interest in doing that. It only continues to reinforce the power structures that are already in place.
That's right. It keeps the big guys an even bigger seat in our pockets, our digital pockets in this case. Ben Swann, as always, appreciate your hot takes.
Manila, thanks.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.